Hello, hello. Hey, John. Hey, Kim. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Rich. Hey, Chelsea. Hey, Janice. Hey, Nanny Lynn. Hey, Gillian. Janice. Hope everybody's well this evening. So as you can see, we're not out exploring because the weather's been shizer. Hey, Heather. Hey, Sophie. Nanny Lindsay, love it. Hey, Jolie. Evening, D. Hope you're well, my beautiful lady. So yeah, I hope everybody's had a great day today. The weather's let us down. Evening, Diane, Yolanda, Yo-Yo. Is it Yo-Yo? Yeah, Yo-Yo. But yeah, the weather's let us down because obviously it's been raining and it's wet. Evening, Penny. Hope you're well, my lovely lady. Nice to see you on. Hope everything's been good for you, Penny, my lovely lady. Beautiful vegetable. That's Kim. Hey, John. Hey, Joyce, my lovely. Hi, Yo-Yo. So obviously tonight we're not out exploring or investigating. Sissy and Tracy, due to the weather, and it's shit for Big Red, basically. Evening, Trace. It's too wet to get Big Red in and out of car. So I said to John, we'll call it a night. Chelsea's been working, so she's tired. John's absolutely knackered. So I said that I'd just come on, and Chelsea's going to be joining me once she's finished stuffing her face with ice cream. I had a feminist afternoon. Oh, brilliant, Sophie. Me and Sophie's had a chat this afternoon, so it was a lovely catch up. And we will catch up again that weekend. But yeah, so what we thought we'd do is the other day when we were in members area, we've been doing about witchcraft and things like that. And in one of the books, it come up and it was talking about meditation and dreams. John?
Yeah.
We're on about meditation and dreams. So I thought, why not cover dreams in a topic talk? Because just remember, I've got ice cream in the freezer. Oh, do you like my tree? Have you seen my elves? My other elves here, look. He's that side. For him there, look. But yeah, so I thought we'd come on and discuss the dream part of it because we found that really, really interesting. Nanny Lynn's in chat, so Nanny Lynn can help out in chat for those that she sees, because Nanny Lynn has got books on dreams and everything else. So what we're thinking is if you have a regular dream or a nightmare or whatever it is, or certain things start showing up in your dream, if you can try and put a little bit in chat and we'll see if we can analyze dreams. Evening, Ames. Obviously, we can only analyze them to what I think might be different to what somebody else thinks. But it's going to be interesting to see how we analyze dreams. Evening, Mohammed. Hope you're well. So how did we word it other day? Where's that book gone? Of yours?
Table.
Pardon?
It's on the table.
I can't bend.
Well, why don't you see these at the front?
Oh dear. You've only got to bend chair. Do you know, if you can see him, he's giving me some right filthy looks, as if to say.
Not very well.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read. See, some of these examples that I'm going to say, I think of them differently. I have a recurring dream of feeling I'm being watched. It's quite spooky. So for me then, Dee, if you're being watched in a dream,
on meditation, so
yeah. So for me then, what else is happening in dream when you're being watched? Are you sat in a chair? Or is it wherever you go in the dream, you're feeling like you're being watched? My breathing's quite heavy. I can hear myself breathing. So yeah, well, I'll just wait for Dee to comment a bit more. But for me, so say we're dreaming and we're dreaming of being watched, wherever you go and everything I'm doing. So to me, that'd be more like you're being too judgmental on yourself, or you're allowing you're more conscious about what other people are thinking about you at this moment, or what's going on in your life, sort of thing. But that's how I'd see it and interpret it. Now, obviously, other people will interpret that dream differently, but it's working out what it'd mean to you. So, evening, Julie. Joyce, wow, my dreams, I never get shoes on and I'm always being chased. Yeah. So for that being watched in that quite spooky bit, to me, that would probably be hello. Thanks for eating your ice cream and joining.
Hello.
But yeah, what do you think about that, Chelsea? About the dream that Dee's having?
I've missed it, so you're gonna have to read it to me while I will follow it link.
Right.
What is it?
So Dee was saying that in her dream, she feels like she's being watched and it's spooky, and it doesn't matter what she's doing or where she's going in a dream, she always feels like she's being watched. So my interpretation of that would be that maybe she feels that people are judging her for her kind of actions, or she's not confident with the actions that she's taken, and it's always about, it's like being accepted by other people. If you've got that fear of like acceptation, how would you portray that dream?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, it could be a problem that she's having. I mean, obviously, I don't know Dee personally, but it could be a problem that she's having in work or in her family life, where, like you say, she feels that she's being judged or she don't quite fit in, or she feels like she don't quite fit in, and so she's overanalyzing that, and she feels that people are watching her all the time.
That judgmental feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe she's just being a little bit self-conscious about how people think about her and how people perceive her. I'd probably say.
Would that make any sense? Would that make any sense to you, Dee? Would you understand what we've just said? Would you can you understand that going off in your life? That kind of thing. I've missed Yolanda's. Yolanda put one on. I do feel like that because I used to be a very strong person. Yeah, Dee, that's what Dee said. So yeah, it might.
You still are a strong person. You probably don't feel like it at the moment from you saying I used to be a strong person, but you are still that person, and it's just finding that person again.
Yeah, just because things have changed doesn't mean that you're not. Like you say, you're not that person. You are that person. It's just that things have probably happened around you that's either knocked your confidence or whatever it is. There's something that's making you feel not that confident anymore. So to me, it'd be like working on confidence things for you. Yolanda's put, here's a dream I think a lot of people have. You have an important day, like an interview, night before an interview. You dream of attending, but you're naked. Really? I think it's because you're revealing yourself to strangers. I would say that if you had a dream that you were naked, Yolanda, then for me, you would be bearing all, you know, or that you need to bear all because you're keeping everything. You've kept everything uptight, and it's like your brain's telling you need to let it all go. You need to open up and let people in. Julie's put, I have dreams that I move into a castle. Go on, Chelsea, how would you do that one?
Move into a castle.
Yeah, that she's moving into a castle. See,
That's a bit of a tricky one, isn't it? It might be that she's longing for something more.
Bigger and better.
Yeah.
Like it could be that things in your life or where you, like, say you've got your own business or these things that you've achieved in life, but you've like something's held you back. So it could be like you've had children, or it could be that your path took you down a different way. So like Chelsea, it's that dreaming of you've not achieved your full potential, if that makes sense. It's just, yeah, you know, I think again, I think it's like you say, isn't it? It's how we all perceive things differently. Evening, Sharon. Yeah. I think it's a lockdown thing. Could be a lockdown thing because we all have them. Yeah, we all. I saw Amy put something. It's just trying to find it because the screen goes that fast. Hey, Tina.
Let me have
it means they are lacking privacy or being scrutinised or criticised. Exactly, Amy. It could be. There's so many things that Jolie's put. That is my dream. I'm in a pub. I go down the cellar and there is a big black dog with red eyes. So let me go back up. Go on, Chelsea.
It could be maybe she's got a fear of dogs. Maybe something's happened previously in the pub, in a pub somewhere. It could be a sign to sort of beware of something, I suppose.
Could also be emotional with red eyes. To me, I associate red eyes with crying. You know, so if it's the eyes that are more prominent, maybe there's something that there's something that's upsetting that's been going off, whether it's sorted or not sorted. We're just talking about that, Nanny Lynn. But yeah, whether it's something that you've not sorted, but this, it's like, it depends which part of it, because if you said that you're going down into a cellar, is it the cellar part that's more eerie, or is it the red eyes that are coming from what looks like a dog corner? It depends.
Or does she feel trapped? You know, if maybe she feels trapped in that cellar with something that she's afraid of, it might be something to do with facing her fears.
Could be facing fears, actually, because if it's spooky and it's scary in that sense, it could be facing your fears in life and not holding back. That's actually a good one, that when you look at it that way. Sharon's put, I dream of two snakes standing over me side by side and a sea turtle. What does that mean?
Oh, wow.
Do you want to go first, Chelsea? See what you come up with?
I'll think about this one first.
For me, snakes represent not I wouldn't say not nice people, but to me, you've got to be, even Sheila, you've got to be careful with snakes because to me they're slippery. So there may be two people around you that either are trying to lead you down a path or trying to change your way of thinking, so their thinking's right and yours is not. Whereas though you see turtle, that friend around you that you can always rely on, that takes things slow. Or the sea turtle could even represent you, meaning don't rush into doing something just because others are wanting to do it.
Don't rush things.
Yeah, your sea turtle is the slow thing. So that could be telling you to slow down, stop listening to other people around you because their intentions haven't got your good intentions at heart. If that, do you know what I mean? So that could be that.
Yeah.
But you've got to think what's going off in your life at this moment when you're having dreams, because I think once you understand your dream, the nightmares stop. I think you start moving on with things, don't you? You start dealing with things. Evening,
Yeah.
Lisa. Evening, Dawn.
I suppose being able to understand your dreams, it allows you to sort of think about life in general, doesn't it? It allows you to think about those things that may be holding you back that you don't always acknowledge.
Yeah.
So some things that, you know, we might not think that we think about, but actually they're there in our subconscious thought, and it's in dreams that tends to come to the surface.
Well, it does, because when you think about it, you're go on, say that one again. Unconscious. Yeah, you've got things going around you all day and people around you all day. Now, you might think things are all good, but your mind's picking up on things that maybe not be so good at with certain people or with certain situations around you.
Yeah.
So your dreams sort of like pick up on what's happening around you, and and that's like kind of what you're dreaming, isn't it?
Yeah, and what I'd say is
we don't know.
with the snakes, I'd probably say trust your gut.
Yep.
Because it could be your body's way of telling you to beware of something, possibly that you see something and it's not quite what it is, you know.
Yeah.
Relationship, friendship, whatever.
Just don't rush it. Take your time.
Yeah.
Listen to the turtle in your dream. Lisa's put, evening, Dawn. Lisa's put, I dream sometimes of mice and rats around. Loved ones, if it's a mice with a loved one, within a week, they take poorly. If it's rats with it in a week, the person dies. It really scares me. So let me read that again. Mice and rats around loved ones. So what she's saying is she dreams of people, but she'll dream of them with either mice or rats. Let me know if I've got this right. She'll dream of people that have, if there's mice coming around them, then they know that they're going to be poorly. If there's rats coming around them, then it has meant death for friends, family, or whoever's around her, and it scares her. For me, Lisa, that would be your connection, and a deeper connection than probably what either you think you've got, Lisa, to sensing spirits, or messages from spirits, because the one dream I have that's always stuck with me is when I was younger, I dreamt that my dad died, but I had the dream a week before he did. And it didn't happen like he died, but in my dream, we lost my dad. The week after, we lost him.
Yeah.
And because of that, like you, I got scared of that. So I started controlling my dreams at a young age. So I didn't dream I dreamt of good things. So I sort of like blocked all that out. Whereas though I think if I'd have worked with it, maybe that'd have brought me on quicker in doing my tarot readings and other connections and things like that. So for me, I think you must have got some kind of gift that allows you that sight of things that are going to happen. And it's just a way that it can mentally prepare you. I think that's why I had the dream for my dad, was because it mentally prepared me in a way to what, even though nobody takes it well, but do you know what I mean? It's like just preparing you. So maybe for you, Lisa, it's telling you to start looking more down the spiritual path, getting more in tune with the gift you've got, start working within what interests you on a spiritual or religious side, Lisa. That's what I do. Paul's put, my dream is that I'm at college in the last few days before everything should be handed in, and there's a major part I haven't completed. I know there's no way I can complete it in time. So for me, you're putting too much pressure on yourself, Paul. You've got things coming in. It's like what we said to you, weren't it, Chelsea, other day?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, yeah.
What did we say it were now?
I can't remember the dream. Can you?
It was similar, weren't it? It was something about not getting exams in and things. And I think what it is, it's the pressure you put on yourself because you've got so many things going off around you, Paul, and you're doing things to help other people. It's like you don't leave yourself enough time to relax. Do you know what I mean? I think that's that's like a dream that's saying to you, look, you need to step back because you're just letting everything else build up around you and you're not taking time out to relax yourself. And that's why you've got that panic feeling that something's not completed because you're trying to cram it all in or fit everybody in around what you're doing. But you're not taking no time to just like take that 10 minutes for yourself to, like I've seen on photo, go and sit in a park and have that cup of coffee without thinking in next hour, I've got to go and do something else or I've got to do that. I think that plays a big part, Paul. So maybe that's what's coming through.
Niggling in the back of your head, isn't it? Saying, worrying about something, probably work related if it's along those lines of handing in your assignments or whatever on time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find Craig's. Craig's has disappeared off my screen now. I'm going back up. Oh, Craig, I had a recurring dream from being small is that I'm being chased around my primary school, but my legs feel like they are weighted down and my knees are hurting, but can't shout because my teeth are large and breaking, but keep growing. Add to that self-confidence.
I'd probably say maybe some self-confidence and also that you're needing some kind of help in some way, maybe. You might feel quite weighed down emotionally. Maybe you're struggling to talk to people about potential problems or issues that you've got.
Add to that. Because you're being chased around and it's like Chelsea says, you deal with other people's problems, but it's like you're being chased because you need to. You're hiding how you feel, kind of thing. Is that what like that, ain't it? Yeah. So like you're hiding away from yours. You're taking on everybody else's problems and not dealing with your own.
Yeah.
Teeth breaking. Again, it could be something significant like you've got a dentist appointment coming up or you was due a dentist appointment and because of COVID, nobody's been able to get to their appointments properly. So it could be worrying that you've not been and had your teeth checked if you're a regular person that goes to dentist. Do you know what I mean? There could be, you can pick at little things. Your legs feel like they're weighted, so that could be relating to like health issues, that there might be issues around your leg that you're ignoring because you're sort of like ignoring everything going off around you and focusing on everybody else, and again not taking that time and saying how you feel, if it makes sense. Amy, moving into the castle could mean the joining of a family, the anxiety of being accepted or opening her home to family and feeling inequality. Go on.
I can't see. Hang on. Family inadequate in
That's it.
accommodation.
In
Yeah,
accommodation. Yeah.
yeah. So you might
Um,
not be happy where you are at the moment, which is what we
that,
said, really,
yeah.
isn't it?
Damon's put the two snakes could mean temptation, and the sea turtle was actually the summary for a transition. Do you know? So these all different. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. We've all
Yeah.
got as meanings for dreams, and it's how we interpret them. But as we're interpreting for other people, you need to start looking at your own dreams. Sea turtle could also mean protection. Yep. Hey, David. Gillian, not to be, she's talking about Christmas. That's fine. It's funny you say two snakes. I've been studying the NHS symbol that has two snakes around Mercury's wand.
It does.
Synchronicity.
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yorkshire ambulance, especially. Yeah.
Wow. Never knew that. Yolanda's put, if one dreamer loves snakes and another dreamer hates snakes, would that have different? Yeah, of course it'd have different meanings, Yolanda. Again, it's how you feel. Even though we're talking about dreaming, because we're not in that dream at that minute, we can't sense the anxiety or the fear or the happiness.
Yeah.
We don't feel that emotion in dream. So this is where people who do have dreams that are really distressing to them, or even good dreams, this is where you need to start analysing them. And especially if at night you're finding yourself that you're not sleeping, or you're waking up and can't get back to sleep, it means that there's something obviously going around you in daytime that consciously you're not picking up on. And it's like, but then it'll come through your dreams when it gets too much. I believe it starts coming through dreams. Obviously, dreams work differently. Talking of dreams, you guys think dream catchers work? I've never particularly used one, so I wouldn't like to say whether they do or not, because I've never.
I had them when I was a lot younger, as in probably 8, 9 year old. Because I used to have reoccurring nightmares. It always used to be the same thing. I used to get sleep paralysis a lot as well as a child.
Yeah.
And I have no idea whether it's psychological or whatever, but I think that for me, there was a reduction in the amount of times that I had that dream or that nightmare. So I'm not saying they do work by any means at all. It could have just, it could have just been what they call it,
like a placebo.
Yeah, exactly.
I know it's not a placebo, but I can't think of.
Yeah. Whether, because I knew that dream catcher were there and I've associated that with the nightmares, and it's going to catch all the nightmares. I don't know, but yeah, that's my view.
See what other else think. Yes. See what anybody else thinks. They are pretty.
I want them.
Gillian,
I might get one.
I think Gillian does. Yolanda's put, every time I dream of death, I always hear of a pregnancy that happens without fail all my adult life. But again, the death card, if you look at it in a tarot pack, death doesn't mean death, it means life.
Or a new meaning.
Yeah,
a new path.
So I understand. I'd take that, Yolanda. Amy's put, well, yes and no. Multiple mice could mean trouble with relationship with people you see. However, a solitary white mice means happy marriage. Catching a mouse usually means financial gain. Mice nibbling on food means joy is coming. Yeah, and again, though, into Ames, it's like depending which dream book you're reading. See, this is why I don't like to read dream books in themselves, because it's just going back onto this one. Where are they, love?
7, but we're in chapter 7.
Yeah, so like in here, in this book, so say somebody dreams of a dog. To this person who wrote this book, it means loyalty, laziness, and anger, which might have no significance to your situation.
It's like that
Yeah.
example where it says like something to do with a cat. Somebody could like love cats and had cats all their lives, and it's like loyal and like friendly and loving, and then somebody else could have been attacked by a cat
Yeah,
and they don't like it, so it could mean
two different meanings. Like John's just said, if you have
Yeah.
a cat in your dream, you might be a cat lover, but then
Yeah.
you might have a dream of a cat, and you might be scared to death of cats. Do you know? So these meanings, but it's like you say, it's how we interpret it. My husband, oh bloody hell, I hate this computer. It takes me down all the time. Bear with, I'm coming back up. I can see Dawn's.
Fine. My husband has dreams and tells me about them, and a lot of the times it comes true. I hate him telling me, but my daughter does it as well. That's interesting, Sharon.
Again, though, that's like the that's like the one we got earlier. I'm sorry.
It's like subconscious thoughts, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like two people having the same dream. And it's like, say, I have a dream. I go to bed tonight, I have a dream, and I phone Chelsea up in the morning. So, oh my God, I had a dream like this. And Chelsea says, oh my God, I had the same dream. Do you know what I mean? And then next minute we could be out and something could happen within that same dream timeline, and it could happen in real life to us. And to me, I think that's a strong connection that your husband and your daughter's got. I think there's a strong connection, and maybe, Sharon, if you start looking back through family history, you might find that somewhere in your husband's side of family, going back over time, that there were somebody that maybe had a few more maybe could do like pendulum work or mediumship or even tarot cards, reading tea leaves, because it's not that it gets passed down by family. It just depends on how open how open their upbringing were to spiritualism and everything else. Because, like I say, a lot of people shoot it down straight away. But that's really interesting, that, Sharon. The people chasing me are the people I know, like classmates. So again, it could feel that, Craig, at times you could be feeling bullied by people at times. I'm not saying you were bullied at school, but the chasing of people around you, it could mean too. It could mean that you're being bullied into doing something, or it could be that these people are chasing you to catch you, to slow you down.
Seeing other people in your dreams as well doesn't always mean.
Yeah, like John's saying, just because you see people in your dreams doesn't necessarily mean it's got to do with a person.
Could be a feeling.
It could be, it just could be that thought, that feeling. But yeah, Paul's, but thanks both. I always have got some projects on the go, and that could be why your dreams are like they are, Paul. Maybe now, once you started analysing your dreams, I think as dreams allowed to start allowing changes, so it'll be funny. Not funny, funny, but it'll be nice to follow up with, see if these dreams stop or see if it takes you to another part, so like you can start moving on through your dreams. Nanny Lynn's put, where you're bullied. Evening, Lewis. Evening, Briggsy. Hope you're well, my lovelies.
Hi, Lewis.
Yeah.
Well.
So it could be, Craig, if you were bullied, it could be then that thought that you feel bullied later in life now. So there might be something going on around you. And I'm not saying you're being bullied again, but there's a situation where you've been put into, or you're around, where you feel like if you don't do it, the bullies are going to step in, kind of thing. So you're like running away from it. It's like you don't believe in who you are, and do what's right for you, not what's right for other people. Maybe he feels like he's on his knees because of the weight on his shoulders. Could be. Evening, Jane.
Something's weighing him down.
Yeah. Jane's put, I always dream that I can hear the door or the phone ring, but there's no one there. So to me, there's something missing out of your life, Jane. I'm not going to say it's a massive thing, but there's got to be, if there's a knock on door or phone ring and there's nothing there, then there's a connection that you're not making. And you feel like you're missing out on something, or there's something missing within a relationship, or like a workplace, or a friendship. Something might not seem right there might be distance coming in somewhere. So that's where I'd be looking.
I was just going to say, yeah, maybe it's a sign of communication breakdown, maybe a recent loss, or a relationship.
Yeah.
And you're sort of searching for that. Maybe you've reached out, but that person's not getting back to you, or you're waiting for an answer for something. Possibly.
Yeah. Cheers, Louise. I'm not reading that, what your mother's put.
Why?
The rod of Asclepius takes its name from the Greek god Asclepius, a deity associated with healing and medicinal awe in Greek mythology. Something attributes the snake and the staff sometimes
duplicated.
Yeah, that Dawn, you've just thrown me. Agree, mate. A lot of respect for their honesty and the way they conduct. Oh, thank you, Damon. Hey, Lisa, hope you're well, my lovely. Evening, Monday. Chelsea, I have come across sleep paralysis so much in my line of work, which is crazy. Talk a bit more about your sleep paralysis, Chelsea.
I had it from being really, really young. It were really quite scary, and as I say, I used to get the same sort of nightmares all the time, where somebody were chasing after me, and I couldn't escape from them. And it's that feeling where you feel like you're sort of semi-conscious and trying to shout for help. I used to shout as loud as I could for my mum. I mean, obviously, when you're asleep, it don't come out quite as a scream, does it, or a shout? It comes out quiet. But yeah, I remember trying to do all sorts to try and wake myself up from these dreams, because these dreams were just absolutely horrendous. So for me, my body just was rigid. It felt rigid. I couldn't move. I felt quite trapped. Sometimes I'd have these experiences where, when they talk about out-of-body experiences, where it's so hard to describe, but it's like somebody's lifting you outside of yourself, and taking you away.
So Amy's
and I could like
a nervous child.
Possibly, Amy, because I think there were quite a few things that went on in my childhood that probably affected me more than what I realised at the time, if that makes sense. And I think it was all, again, the subconscious thoughts that I wasn't actually saying out loud, but they were still there, and I wasn't acknowledging them.
I think a lot of the time that's how it is, though, isn't it? We don't acknowledge them, push it under the carpet, or we just like switch off from it and think and then it like creeps back in, doesn't it, years later?
Yeah. I mean, as I say, I probably about 5-year-old or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but what I do remember is trying to wake myself up, and it's just knowing that you're asleep and it's a nightmare, but this feeling's horrible that you've got, and you just want to wake up. And as I say, I used to scream for my mum, but I'd even try to hit myself or kick myself, bite myself or something like that, just to wake up. Because it was that scary. And then afterwards, sometimes I would know if I was going to go into that state again. I'd just get this feeling in my body when I was falling asleep that I was going to go back into that place again. So before I did go like into a deep sleep, I would wake myself up, and I used to stay awake for hours.
Yeah.
Because I don't sleep.
Yeah. Amy says sleep escalated by anxiety. It could be. Have you ever felt this way though, Chelsea? I've done it on numerous occasions. We've gone to bed and we'll be laid in bed, and then I know I'm asleep, but then do you know, like you say, your eyes can like open, but you're still asleep. It's like and I've been laid and I can't lift my arm up. I can't. I've got no voice, and I'm like laid, and I'm like shouting John, but it's coming from my throat, and I'm not actually. It's like I can't speak. And then normally what I do then is it takes me. I can't. It might even take seconds for me to move. It might take 10 minutes. I don't know, because obviously you don't register that. But then I reach over, and it's like I dig my nails into John. So at night when we get to sleep, I try and make sure that I've got my hand either on his shoulder, on his arm, on his where my nails more or less, that if I feel I can nip him so he can wake up, and then he can wake up. But it's it is. Craig,
I don't have it that often anymore. It's very, very rare that I get it now. But I used to try and even shout the dogs, so that the dogs would come and jump on me and wake me up.
And wake you up. Yeah. Craig's put, stepdaughter had sleep paralysis recently, went through to be related to her diabetes, but turned out to be stress from her GCSEs. Yes. Yeah. Totally. I don't think even those parents, we've gone through exams but I think the pressure that kids are under these days, especially this year for GCSEs and everything, there's been a lot more pressure on kids. And I think sometimes when parents want best for the kids, so they're like saying, you've got to get your studying, you've got to do this. You've got to remember as well, they're at school all day studying. So when they come home, I'm not saying they shouldn't go study it, but they also need to have fun and be kids. You know, and that's anxiety. Can I have a kind of pop? And that can make a big difference as well to them, can't it? Nightmare on Elm Street, Chelsea. Dee's put, since talking to you all, I've been thinking I've had a lot of illness, death, and recently our bank account got hacked, but we are trying to get sorted. So maybe, again, Dee, it could be things like I said that were, it's just how your mind deals with things that happen, whether we can see it happening in front of his eyes, because how many times do we see things, but then we're like, well, it's not our business, so we'll not get involved, or it's this and that, but then you go to bed and it's like,
it plays on your mind.
Yeah, if I'd have gone and I don't know, if I'd have helped that old lady, or if I hadn't walked round corner, that old lady might not have fell, or I should have gone to my mum's, because if I'd have gone to my mum's, I'd have been at my mum's in time before summer happened. Do you know what I mean? It's always it's the little things. Gillian,
it's how your mind projects it into. It's how your mind associates things with other things to make meanings that when you wake up you think, oh my god, what did that dream mean? But actually when you think about it and try to break it down, it starts to make sense, because it's just the way that your brain is projecting something.
And that's where it brings it back to, you have to decide what the meanings are for you. So like get a book and do A to Z on different things, beginning with letters, and what that'd mean to you. I'll mention one in a minute. I'll just read a couple more things out. Gillian put, my mum used to come into my dreams, and then a day or two later there was always some sort of trouble with the family. I dreaded dreaming about her because I couldn't deal with it, anything going wrong. Feel really bad saying that, and I hope she understands what I mean. But again, your mum could have been coming in not because there was something bad, argument coming in family or something going wrong, but she could have been coming in just to give you strength, to let you know, look, you're not on your own. I'm here because I'm physically not here. doesn't mean that I'm not here and supporting you. So again, it can have, it's looking into that deeper meaning, because if you've got things going wrong around you, you automatically blame, we all do it, you blame something that's there that you can blame, because there's nothing
that you
else
can associate it with. Yeah. But it could be the way that, it could be your mum trying to show you that she's trying to protect you. So it could be that she's trying to give you a bit of a heads up that something's not quite right. But she's still there and she's still watching over you and she's still trying to protect you.
Yeah. Monday. As a child, I made a TV in my mind. I used to have constant nightmares. I would change channels in my head over and over and over until I found a channel I could sleep to. It didn't always work, but it helped. It was an old TV with buttons. Mandy, I sort of do that, but it's like I make my own dreams up. So like, yeah, it's exactly the same to what you've done as a child, but I still do that in adult life, except I don't see a TV. I just go to bed, and if I start dreaming something and then it wakes me up, I'll go back to sleep and I'll just dream of, like, I don't know, I'll dream that I've gone to meet my mum for a coffee and our Jenny's there and everybody else is there. Yeah. And then my dream takes me down that path that we're out doing something. But I think that's a good way to do it, though. If people can hold that focus, Monday, that's a good way to do it. It's an old TV with buttons, or with that turner, the dial.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your mum's commenting. Bless.
I know, I've seen it.
Chelsea had a breakdown when she was 5. We were going through a really tough time and she was in and out of hospital with tuberculosis. I'm going to say TB for 3 years. So to say that that's what you went through as a child, the stress you'd have felt, the fear, the scare, how scared you would have been with doctors prodding and poking and not knowing what's going on. You've then got the fear of your mum coming in and people panicking around you. There would have been tears, everything going off. And again, it's that emotional onset that you get from feeling prodded and poked and everybody else's emotions around you. So that's got to have been, that's got to be horrendous, Chelsea. I can't believe you had TB though. I'm still.
I've had it 3 times.
Do you know?
I've had it 3 times.
My kids have had which one is chicken pox 5 times each. My kids have had chicken pox 5 times each.
Oh, wow.
Each time they've been to doctors and we've been told by doctor that it's chicken pox. It's on their medical records. And every time I said to, when we go somewhere, they'll say, no, you can't. You can only get it once, or you can only get it twice. And I'm like, no, check the records. 5 times they had chicken pox. It's ridiculous. Yolanda's put, when I had a mental breakdown, I used to dream of the sea, a really rough sea. So I'd have a really bad day. As I got better, seas went calm. Totally understand that. So
that's maybe how your thought processes felt at that time as well, Yolanda, that everything felt that little bit more difficult, and maybe you had some tough decisions to make and things weren't very peaceful in your mind because there was obviously something going on that was affecting the way that you lived your life, and also the way that your mind functions. Your mind's busy and it's quite hectic, and sometimes when we dream about things like that, that's a reflection of how a subconscious is feeling at that time.
Definitely. Gillian, your mum, Gillian's put, thank you, Lindsay and Chelsea. I never thought about it that way. She knows you're sorry, Gillian, and you've got nothing to be sorry for, because again, when things happen, it's like, I don't know. I'm going to use me and Chelsea as examples. But say if I'm with Chelsea and something happens, whether it's to me or to Chelsea, we'd automatically associate that with each other. Now, if we ever had an argument, we'd throw it back at each other and say, well, that were your fault because you were women. Whereas though, really, we know it weren't none of our faults. it was somewhat random, but it's so easy to.
It's that association and that connection that you get into.
Yeah. Um,
It's like when you go to the dentist and you have your tooth pulled out, you might only be going for a checkup, but because you've had a tooth pulled out and you get scared in that experience for whatever reason, every time you go back to the dentist, you get that same association and that same link.
Yeah, exactly. As a kid, I always dream of opening my coat and the wind picking me up and gently down. I loved it as I could see everything from above. So maybe for you, that's like something could have happened when you were little. That could be like a sort of like a childhood memory coming in. Because you see things from above. So, you know, like when we were little, I don't know if anybody else's parents did it, but you used to get your kids and you could like lift them up, or you'd aeroplane them around a room. So like you'd be high above everything. It could be that's what's bringing it in, is like somebody putting that memory there. It could also mean that things in your life at minute, even though you loved it because you could see everything, maybe as well being picked up and gently put down, could be mood swings. It could relate to how you're feeling, that sometimes you feel when you're up you're happy, but when you've come down gently you're not, and it's like you need to be above all, you need to be up all the time and not down. So it could relate. What do you think, Chelsea? Do you think?
Yeah, it could also be relating to the sort of like bird's eye view to life, I suppose, where you're able to try and look into other people and understand how other people are feeling, or yeah, I think, I don't know, it's a bit of a tough one, because I think it could have many meanings depending on how, if it made her feel good, then you'd think it was associated with something sort of positive in life. So
Yeah.
maybe she feels that by being lifted up into the sky, she can see everything. So maybe she's feeling that she can see things clearly. And then being let down gently is maybe sort of realizing that she's a bit more stable.
Yeah.
When she's got her feet on the ground and she's well rooted. I don't know. Depends how you take it.
It does. Just bear with me a sec. Michelle, I know Michelle's had an odd time this year, and she's put really didn't think or want to get through it at the time, but I'm better than I was and still struggle good days and bad. I know Michelle, you did get COVID, didn't you, Michelle? Plus she got other things going off, and do you know, this computer, it's doing my head in. Bear with. Oh my God, it's took me right up to the top.
Paul Goddard, I often dream about a little harbour town. I always feel happy when I dream I'm there. I have never been to anywhere like this.
So to me, that could be something that's going to be coming up in future for me. You know, dreaming of these places. It's like when we went to Gloucester, me and John were driving down to Gloucester and road signs started coming up. John's never been to Gloucester, and we get to a certain road and he said, you know what, end of here, we're going to turn right and it's going to say something on that signpost and we're going to go right. And I'd be like, why are we? You know, and he was like, because we are. He says, I know we're going to be. But it wouldn't necessarily, it might have been, weren't the road Saint road we're on, that's wrong. It said like we were coming down motorway or wherever we were going, there were road signs and John had recognised something in the village. There were a house that we went, there were a bridge and there were like just like a small white cottage adjoining bridge. He described that before we even got up to the bridge. Do you know? So it were really weird. So to me, I don't know whether subconsciously when we do dream things like that, it could either be a quiet, special place where our mind goes to relax, whether it could be you're seeing glimpses of something you are going to get to see
Mm-hmm.
in future. You might take a trip up to Scotland, Paul, and it might be a quaint little seaside village in Scotland. It could be somewhere abroad. Do you know? It could be all sorts. Hey, Amanda, hope you're well. Mandy's put to Michelle, sending
Understanding and love. Hope that you're on your dark days when you're fighting to keep the black dog in his
in it.
kennel, that you have love and support surrounding you.
You do.
Oh.
You have lots of love and support. Everybody has love and support surrounding them. Amanda's put, what's feed about? Talking dreams. Amanda's put, my dreams are very real. I've had many premonition dreams. Sadly, they were mainly scary and warning dreams. So, yeah, I mean, it's like what we were saying, Amanda, depending on what you dream of. And it's like when you see your relatives that have died. To me, relatives that we see that have passed over are coming back in because at that point in our life, something's gone off and we need to feel their energy. We need to feel their support. They just need to let us know that we're not on our own at that point in time, whether it's for a happy reason, a sad reason, a difficult time for me. When you say your dreams are like premonition dreams and they're mainly scary or warning dreams, that's how you're perceiving your dreams. Whereas though you might tell us one of your dreams you had, but instead of it being a warning dream, as in something bad's going to happen or something scary, somebody else might say, well, actually, it could mean this, this, and this because this is what's going off in your life. You know, I do believe in premonition dreams because things can happen and there is no on premonitions. You know, but yeah. It's like freedom, but I was obsessed with Supergirl as a child. But that time I was covered in warts, grommets in my ears, out of hospital, and parents were splitting up and bullied in school. I think my dreams were my sense of happiness. It could be, Rachel. Could be, Rach. If that's it, again, if that's what you were going through as a child, then your way of coping was finding that happy place, that balance where everything was a happy memory. It's like you took yourself off. Whereas like with Chelsea's, hers come out more in anxiety ways and caused like sleep paralysis and another thing. Do you know what I mean? So it's really interesting how it works. Thanks both. If I find place on a visit, I will. You better do, Paul. I want photos.
I was just going to say that.
Thing I want to put in chat, but it's mine. But the words I put, it will be wrong. Sophie, don't worry about spelling or anything like that, my love. Like we will decipher and we'll understand. Evening, Adam. Hope you're well. So I should ever need. I am only a messenger. See, this is what I love about our chit chats. Everybody in chat supports each other. So you know, it's like Mandy and Michelle. Yeah, Mandy and Michelle are saying that extra support's there if you need it. And to me, this is what makes the chat good. Because we all get to know each other. Do you know?
Yeah.
So
we all need that support, don't we? At some point in life, we all need that support. And I think sometimes as well, when you don't, although as hard as it is at the moment with everything that's going on and you don't see people face to face, sometimes it's a little bit easier just to speak to somebody that you don't know on quite as much of a personal level, because you may feel less judgmental.
Yeah,
you may feel that they're not judging you as much because they don't know you. They can't go on what they know from the past or whatever.
I also love it though as well, Chels, because not only do we get to know everybody on a personal level, they get to know us and they're getting to know each other. So when new people start coming in and watching, there's no click, there's no drama, there's no everybody is welcoming and do you know what I mean? No worries, Amanda. I hope you enjoy your dinner, my lovely. And
that's how it should be, isn't it? I think, you know, we need to be kind to each other, because I think we put an awful lot of pressure on ourselves because of society and the way that society is at the moment. There's always that expectation to do well in life, and people's expectations aren't the same. People feel judged by other people because of the amount of social media, etc., that we've got around us. So it's important to be kind. You could, you know, just saying hello to somebody may brighten up somebody's day. Just because,
you know, I always
said hello to somebody.
I used to have, me and our Jenny would be walking to school in the morning with kids. Like, I mean, I'd meet our Jenny at school. We'd park cars up somewhere and then we'd like walk down to school. No, like you do when you're taking kids to nursery or into classroom.
Yeah.
And strangers would be walking past me and I'd be like, morning. And old fella would walk past with newspaper and I'd go, morning, oh, good in there. And he'd just laugh at me, you know, and go, page 3 or something like that, joking, just messing. And our Jenny would be like, don't talk to strangers. And I'm like, it don't cost talk to so much. You don't know him. I says, yeah, but it don't cost anything to say good much. Well, I'm not talking to bloody strangers. Do you know? And our Jenny and my mum.
You don't know them and you don't know what's going off in their life at that time. So just being able to be friendly and just say hello to somebody, it may just lift them up a little bit, that actually somebody's noticed them and somebody's actually bothered to talk to them that doesn't know them.
Makes such a difference. Evening, Rach. Sophie's put, for the last 3 weeks, I've got to know the lovely Lindsay, and I'm so happy that I have a lovely friend I can chat to. And Sophie, you know, I mean, me and Sophie's been speaking on phone. We do video chat. We talk to each other, and it's nice because it's that person. Not everybody wants to do a phone call. Not everybody wants to come on camera themselves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. But it's just that, even if it's just a message or something, it's like you say, it's just getting that acknowledgement kind of thing. Do you know? I just think it just means so much. An open heart, your mom, an open heart and mind, and a hand reaching out is all it takes. It is done. It is. Bev's put, coming on here always cheers me up. I should hope it bloody does. I'm going to get Chelsea laughing like me. I'm going to trade Chelsea to she'll start mimicking my laugh.
Oh God, can you imagine? We'd get banned from everywhere. We'd be too noisy.
Oh, dear, we would. We'd be like,
dear.
But see, we're copying each other's word. It saddens me when we are asked, how are you? So society expects you to reply with, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, you can't.
How many times do we say that? I'm fine.
Well, you do, because no, I mean, I do it. I'll get messages, or I message other people, and I'll get I'll say, morning, Chick, hope you're having a good day, or how are you this morning? And guaranteed, doesn't matter who you message. And again, I think it depends on the openness you've got in that relationship. Some people go, yeah, I'm fine. And then you get talking, and then they'll go, oh, I had a bad night last night. I do it. Do you know, I do exactly. So anybody asks me how I am, I'm fine. Yeah. Me and John's good. Everything's cooking on gas. And I think it is. It's very judgmental of society that you can't just say to someone, actually, I'm having a shit day. I need you to. And your message is just, can I open floodgates and can you just listen? Because I think it's just nice to know you've got that safety net. When somebody says fine, you always knows there's something behind it. Yeah, you do. You do, Bev, but you're not. But nobody's ever rude enough to say you're not fine. Now tell me what's the matter with you. Do you know? Because you'd never dream of saying that to somebody that says they're fine. So, like you said, pick those that do want you to say something. You can't.
Yeah.
Your mum's got you two in stereo. Oh my God. Yeah. I'd rather people tell me nobody should feel isolated. Exactly, Gemma. I mean, we've been saying it in Mod Chat. You know, in Mod Chat, we used to do probably it weren't once a week, but like I'd say once a fortnight. We'd have a mod chat, so we'd all come on chat. Those that wanted to come on chat would come on chat. Evening, Carol, if you're in. They'd all come on mod chat, so we'd all be talking. So if there were any ideas floating about, or somebody wanted to do something, or something, we were already on. So like we got sorted. But then we've not done it since beginning of lockdown. We've not had that mod chat to make sure everybody's all right in mod chat, you know. And it's like little, even though we're talking every day, and we do because we talk constantly in moderator chat every day and make sure everybody's okay and say mornings and everything else. But just by not having that phone chat has made such a difference. So it's nice that we've got that back, but it's Gemma that's brought that back in, because it was Gemma that said, now then, where's my mod chat? Didn't you, Gemma? But again, it was done it's all done in right way, because it's all for right reasons. So I met a friend, a doctor. We had that conversation and we both replied, fine, thanks. Yet both of us are at the doctor's.
Yeah. How many times have you done that?
Exactly. You do. You know, you're not sat in doctors because you're fine, are you? You're sat in doctors because obviously. But again, I think it's society though. Because if you're in doctors and you see somebody, you don't want to say, what's up with you then?
Yeah.
I've got a cough. I've got a runny nose. Keep away from me, COVID. Do you know, it's
again, it's that thing of being judged, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Gemma's put, yes, communication is so important. Me too, Gemma. When I ask, I want the answer. But then again, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I don't understand the polite reply. It irks me. Yeah. But me last night, yes, Rachel, you did. Was it Rachel that started phone? Rachel, were it you that started phone chat? Don't you find that, Yolanda, that people do ask if you're okay when obviously you're not because you have something wrong? Which is my reply, which is why I reply honestly to you when you ask, which is why I ask. You do, Manda, you always do, yes. But it's funny because it's like if I spoke to one at Moderate, say if I phoned Yolanda up in the morning and Yolanda answered phone and she didn't look herself, I would feel confident saying to Yolanda, what's up with you?
Yeah.
You know, you look so upset, your eyes look, but I've got confidence to say it, but you know, to say that to a stranger and yet it's a stranger that needs you to ask them how they're feeling.
Yeah, but it might be as simple as asking them again. So sometimes you might say, how are you doing today? Are you all right? And they'll go, yeah, I'm fine. And then you'll go, are you sure that you're all right? And then when you do that,
word of warning, you ask me, because if I say I'm fine, leave it at fine. Because you know, if you say you're fine again, I'll go, no, bloody not.
Exactly.
But you do, and it's nice. It's nice. And again, it's nice that when we do, I mean, anything that's said to me in Messenger or private message, whatever, is always kept confidential anyway. It's not something that gets discussed. I just want to let everybody know that. But it's nice to have that safe place as well, that you can be open and you can be honest how you feel, and do you know, because we all need to get things off his chest at times. It's been too long. Say hi to everyone. So I randomly called. I'm so happy that I have ETA family. I think I feel like I'm the luckiest person to have you guys in my life, especially Lindsay, John, and Chelsea. We love you too.
We do indeed.
Oh, yeah,
We're very grateful for you lot.
We are. We always said that though. But this is why it don't work. This is why I don't think a lot of channels do work, because it's not just us being out in front of camera. It's we all play as part, you know. So we might be out on camera and doing things, but it's everybody in chat that are putting what they hear, that are getting validations. The Scotty and Nanny Lynn are looking history up. Mods are doing their job and making sure that if drama comes in, it's gone before anybody can comment and jump on it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, without everybody doing the part, the group won't be what it is. The page, the ETA family wouldn't be what it is. So it's all thanks to everybody.
Mandate somewhere to remove the mask.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It is in the best possible taste. Who did that then, Chels? I bet she don't know.
In the best part.
In the best possible taste. And then they used to flick the legs over like that. So say they sat in the seat, the legs would be like that, and they'd go, it's in the best possible taste. And then they'd cross the legs.
No idea.
She's too young. I can't believe she's too young to remember that. Truth, I love this Famalam. Kenny Everett, exactly. I love that man to pieces. He has got to be one of my favourites. Both put due to COVID. ETA is not just a family, it's a country, and we need a flag. Love it, Jamie. If it wasn't for ETA, I'd have no one to. Oh, bless Sophie. You know, you are more than welcome to talk to anybody and everybody on here.
Absolutely.
You have no idea how much you've helped me. But, you know, again, I think we've all helped each other. You know, it's not just because it's like when I'm talking to you, or I'm talking to Chelsea, or I'm talking to moderators, or I'm talking to John. Do you know, we all help each other, because while we're helping you, we're also helping ourselves, because sometimes we're answering his own questions. Do you know, we all go through the same, I think, a lot of time. And I think sometimes when we're talking to other people, we need to be taking that advice ourselves, because it's easy to give it, but it's very hard to do it yourself. Yeah,
it is, absolutely. And sometimes it's standing back into it and thinking, actually, do you know what? If I was advising somebody else, this is what I'd say. So why am I doing this? To myself, you know.
Yourself. Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes you just have to step outside and look inwards instead of, you know, judging yourself.
Exactly. Watching my lovely friends and watching Spurs. Come on, you Spurs! I don't know who's winning. I don't know much about football. I don't know if I've just offended other half of chat that don't watch Spurs. So I apologise. Come on, whoever's winning. Rachel, we all stand together. What's that song now? Hang on. Bum, bum, bum. Aye-ya. Bum, bum, bum. Aye-ya. Something. We all stand together. And you heard that? It's Frog Song. Come on, somebody tell me what song that is. It's the Frog Song. Bum, bum, bum. Aye-ya. Bum, bum, bum. Is it called the Frog Song? It is called the Frog Song. Google Frog Song, Paul McCartney. It's absolutely fantastic song. See, I knew it was Paul McCartney. Rupert the Bear. If we don't have each other, then who would we have? Exactly. LOL, I had that book from the movie. Gemma had the frog book. Please don't ever feel alone. Mine, like many others, I'm sure, have an open messenger if ever you need, even if it's just to chat about nothing, but to feel as if you have company. Thank you, Monday. Sorry, I haven't finished. I work from home every day. Sorry, haven't finished. I work from home sometimes every day, and it can be a lonely time and place. So coming on here on the night gives you an outlet, and to be part of something really cheers me up and makes me laugh, especially when you're singing the frog song.
You need that filter that you had on last night.
Oh, dear. Can't get filters on though. You can't get filters on camera. Amy, please tell me. Amy thinks I've gone batty. Right, Lindsay, we're showing our ages. We are. My mum used, but Rupert Bear, Rach, in frog song. There might be a frog on Rupert Bear, but the frogs, honestly, do you know, once it were a Christmas song in, I'm going to say 80s. It's got to be 80s for Christmas. About 86, 87 would it have been? Come on, somebody tell me year. That I'm still laughing at what Bev's put, because I can feel my laugh coming up when I read, especially when. But I know it were in 80s. He was in it. Yeah, frog might have been, but the frog song weren't about Rupert the Bear, were it? Definite 80s, yeah. At the start of the frog song.
Did the bear appear at the start of frog song?
I don't know. I've never seen Rupert Bear appear at beginning at frog song. But then again, I'm too busy going bum, bum, bum. Hiya. 1986. There we go. Thank you, Sophie. 19. I was right. 86.
Good night, Michelle. Thank you for joining
Michelle,
me.
my beautiful lady. Take care. But yeah, 1986. I was right. 86, 87. You know, when we finish, I'm going to play the song in the mod chat. I'm going to play it and sing it to you all. Oh, Neil. Crazy. So I think tomorrow is a dry night, as far as John can see. Love that song, Started Summer. Sorry. Oh dear. But yes, tomorrow night we have got a dry night, according to John. So we will be out investigating. Just bear with me, my phone's locked up. I'm just going to check that is right on weather.
Well, we thought it was going to be dry tonight, didn't we? But it's just been raining all day. But
Thursday we've got partly cloudy, and then at 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, 11, and 1 o'clock in the morning, we've got one raindrop on each one. So it might be, it might be drizzles. Friday, same. Oh my God. Saturday's dry.
Just needs to stop raining.
And then next week, it's gone off. Next week, we've got all rain.
Fabulous.
Heavy bits in rain. So we will be doing some, I'll send you the song. Oh, yes, please, Soph. It's in my head now. Yolanda, bomb, bomb, bomb. Dry night tomorrow. It will be having tears of laughter. I think it will be a tears of laughter tomorrow night. I think we might have to do, if we can't get out, I think we're going to have to do the laugh night, the loose, the paranormal loose women night. I think we might have to do that. Yeah. But I am going to, I've wrote my own meditation out.
Have you?
Yes. It's over there and I can't get it, but I've wrote my own meditation. So
there's no singing in it, is there?
Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. I'm gonna be singing that all night now because I've got it in my own head. Rachel Rachel's brought another song in saying, oops, upside your head, saying, oops, upside your head. I'm only taking piss because she's put, oops, sorry. So Rachel's bringing another Christmas one in saying, oops, upside your head, saying, oops, upside your head.
Yolanda, shut up, bong, bong, bong.
Don't tell, you've heard that one. Surely you've heard that one. Oops, upside your head.
Yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
Party song, that one. So you must listen to the frog song. Bum, bum, bum. So let's do a remix. Bum, bum, bum. Say, oops, upside your head. Ah, bum, bum, bum.
Oh dear.
Yolanda, no.
Just cray.
Oh, do you know? So yes, so I've wrote my own meditation. So I'm going to go on in the morning. For our lovely Yolanda has let me have some of their beautiful music that Rob, and I can't remember his name. Yolanda, I can't remember the other gentleman's name, so I do apologize. You're picking on me with these horrible songs. Crink, crink. Good evening, Lindsay Chelsea. What a humongous whop. Oh, crink, crink. Listen, you've got a little tail, you know, good for me. Do you know? Poor thing. Do you know? Got wops, Chelsea, you got wops. We all stand together, exactly. That's the song. So I'm going to do to Yolanda and Rob's music and the other gentleman that I can't remember his name, and I'm sorry, Yolanda. I'm going to be doing it to one of their music. Their music's going to be in background while I do the meditation. I am going to remember to breathe, and I am going to remember
please breathe.
Yeah, and I'm going to remember to talk quite slowly and not
quietly, Lindsay.
Quietly. So I'll go on and I'll say, bum, 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 hiya, bum, 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 hiya.
Oh no!
So, dear. Oh, Yolanda and Rachel's at it now. Fighting talk with crying, laughing faces. Shut it, or I'm going to laugh at you some more. Oh dear.
We should have our own song, shouldn't we? It could be his theme tune.
What, like 18s?
18.
Tell me you remember 18 from 80s.
Yeah, I thought you were on about Paranormal Group.
No, 18 theme tune. They have their own theme tune, don't they?
Yeah.
We need. Well, what are we going to do? I'll tell you what. We've got to. Everybody's got to send song lyrics in,
and then we'll mash it up a bit.
Hey, mate, you've got to look that frog song up. Honestly, you'll love it. Every time I leave Love and Light, it is said with honesty and from my heart, and I hope you can feel it. We definitely can, Mandy, and I hope you know that we mean it too when we all say it. Oh God, how young is Chelsea? Chelsea is young. Chelsea is young enough to be my daughter because she's same age as my eldest daughter.
I'm not. I'm a year older, aren't I? We had this conversation yesterday.
Yes, she was born same year as you, but she was born September in the same year as you.
All right.
She was born September 92.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she's a year older than you or you're a year older than her.
I'm a year older than her because I'll be 20.
You were born before, weren't you? Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'll be 20. I'm at 29 in January.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah. 29 in January. Yeah.
That's right. And Jordan would be 28 next year, not this year.
No, she'll be 29 next year.
How can you 29 if you're 29?
I'll be
You said-
29 in January. That is next year.
Oh, yeah. Fucking hell. But yeah, who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. I
Ask
think
Edith.
he's young enough to be mine too. Oh dear. Chelsea is young. Yolanda's put Chelsea is young enough to be my mother.
Yo, yo.
Oh dear. Oh,
You could have said sister. Mother.
That means then I need to find out how old your mum is.
My mum.
Yeah, because
She's
your
60.
mum. So your
She's 60
mum.
this year.
So your mum. My mum's a bit older than your mum, but your mum could still have been my mum. God, she dread that. I have lost part. Defo, I have children your age too. Exactly. But you know, we're as young as what his mind makes us feel. That's what I believe. And next year, I'm not hitting the big 50. I'm counting backwards. So next year, I'm counting back down till I end up back in nappies, and then I'll be a baby again.
Oh dear.
So yeah, that's how I look at it. So I never get old. I end the way I started. No teeth, nappies, and on a bottle, and being fed by tube or bottle. So yeah. Oh shit, I've gone past 50. Stop counting down, Bev. Stop counting down. We don't do I might do big 50 because it's supposed to be a good birthday. The 50 is
I know, it's rubbish this year because we can't do out for mums.
No, we're definitely going to be having a big celebration next year for birthdays and stuff, I think. I could be your mom. Yeah. I'm actually about 18 mentally. That's like me, Rach. Actually, I think I think I'm a bit older than 18 in mind. Maybe in 20s. John had said 10. Oh, yes, we are going to. This weekend it is Dawn's birthday, and it is the big 60. So we will be coming.
Thank you, Sophie.
If we can't get online, if we can't get out, we will be coming on and raising a glass for Dawn. So Dawn will be on screen, so we can all sing "Happy Birthday to You" like Marilyn Monroe did to President.
Yeah, I remember that.
John will jump out at cake. Surprise!
In his gorilla outfit. With his hat on.
And his beard.
Yeah.
Oh, Sophie's 50 in November. What's gone? Oh, bless Sophie. We missed your birthday. But again, we will be celebrating everybody's birthday. So, yeah. Yup, Paul's opened up his Rupert the Bear. Oh, I never realised it was Rupert the Bear. See, even I were wrong. I just concentrated on the frog. But yes, so we will be on. So yeah, meditation in the. Oh, let's get ETA happy birthday mix for you. Yes,
yeah,
yeah. We've got to come up with it though before weekend. So what everybody's going to do, if you want to sing something for mix at ETA on Messenger. You've got to send me or Chelsea, because we can put them together.
Voice clip.
Me or Chelsea, a voice clip of you singing happy birthday. And what we'll do is we'll try and clip little bits off everybody's and put it in for a big mosh up. And yeah, it is. Do you know, to me, you shouldn't even count numbers on your birthday. You should just celebrate that your day you were born. I don't think it should be about numbers anyway. But yeah, so yes, for members in the morning, we will be going and doing a meditation. I am going to say about 10:30. Singing tune.
That's not morning.
Yes, but if I say 9 o'clock and John's not up for 9 o'clock or John's gone out,
I can give you a wake-up call.
it's not that music's on his phone. He's not transferred me the music. And plus, because I'll be doing on my phone, I'll not have the music singing as Marilyn. Singing as Marilyn, not Marilyn Monroe. Yeah. Dear on it, you got 300 hours worth. Oh God, Rachel, Chelsea can listen to 300 hours worth and cut it down.
I knew this would be my job somehow.
Dear me. Yes, so right, we're going to call it a night now, my lovelies. So thank you for joining and sharing your dreams. 10:30, bloody hell, crack of dawn, that's crazy early.
Yo.
It is. This is super cute. I've never seen it, but it's right good. Honestly, Amy, I love that song. Marilyn Manson would be better. Yes, ears would be bleeding. My neighbours will when we're doing karaoke in a couple of weeks in here. Not that you'll ever hear me sing online, but neighbours can hear me. So yes, she'll send both of us a voicemail. Brilliant. I do want you to definitely send voicemail messages so we can put an happy birthday compilation together for Dawn, because Chelsea's going to get some real good pictures of her when she was younger. To have been, and we'll just mosh the happy birthday in with pictures, and then we can share a little video compilation for her.
Share them out.
So yeah, share them out. So
Share
yes. Oh dear. So thank you for joining. Everybody take care. We shall see you all later. Apologies, no live on investigation, but we have been on for chit chat, and I think tomorrow night will be chit chat exactly the same. But Nanny Lynn will be on with a razor, and she'll be shaving a nip. Nom 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 nom. So. So right, everybody take care, and we shall see you soon. Love you loads.
See you later, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Now I've got to end broadcast, Chels. Oh.